Alright, hi guys. For this video, we're going to go over a little bit of scientific notation on the calculator and going from particles to moles, and moles to particles. Okay, so first of all, for scientific notation on your calculator, let's say we wanted to put this number right here, 6.02 times 10 to the 23 on your calculator. Okay, if we're using the e function, it would show something like this on your calculator. Okay, so what you would do, if you follow along, I would put 6.02 on your calculator, and then you would press second comma gives you that e, and then you would put 23. Okay, so when we put that number in your calculator, don't forget that you need the second comma. So it'd be second in your calculator, it'd be 6.02. And then you would press second, and then you would press the comma button, which is right above the 7, and then you would put your exponent. So for us, it'd be 2, and then right. That's how you put it. Okay, but don't forget to also always put it in parentheses, because you never know how that could affect your answer. Okay, always put that in parentheses. So let me erase that. Okay, so let's go over how to convert atoms to moles and moles to atoms. So let's see. So to convert from moles to atoms, the first one, we're going to use a blank. This blank mole map on the right. So we're only going to have 3 pieces of information. So for number 1 over here, it's going to say find the number of atoms. Find the number of atoms of phosphorus in 3.44 moles. Okay, so they give us the information already. They give us 3.44 moles. Okay, and they're looking for atoms. So what box would the atoms be in? Would they be in particles? Would they be in grams? Or would they be in liters? Okay. Well, it can't be these. They're not asking for liters. They're not asking for grams. They're asking for atoms. So it has to be particles. Particles, remember, can be atoms, molecules, or formula units. So that's your question mark right here. And the next question is, where am I going? I'm going from moles to particles. Okay, so I'm going to multiply. Okay. I'm going with the arrow. And I'm going to multiply. What number am I going to multiply by? In your mole map, you have your Avogadro's number, your mole number here. So you're going to multiply these two numbers. Don't forget to put this in parentheses when you put it in your calculator. So if I were doing this, I would be 3.44 times parentheses 6.02, then press second comma 23 close parentheses. And when I do this, I get, I'll just read it out loud, 2.07088 E24. Okay, so if I were to write that number, let me write it up here. My final answer here would just be 2. It would be 2. Sorry guys. 2. You can leave that 2.07. That's fine. However you want to. 1 or 2 decimals is fine. 2.07 times 10 to the 24. Okay, that E means that it's exponent. Okay, so this is how many atoms we have in your mole map. Okay, so that's how to convert from atoms to, from moles to atoms or particles. Okay, now let's work out number 2 for the next one right here. Converting from atoms to moles. So now I'm going from particles to moles. Alright, if we have 7.22 times 10 to the 23 atoms, so that's 1 piece of information, of chromium, how many moles do you have? So question mark moles, I don't have that. And we don't worry about grams or liters right now. That's about atoms. If I'm going from atoms or particles to moles, notice that my arrow is going against, right? So are we going with or against? I'm going against. So what does that mean? I'm going to multiply or divide? I'm going to divide. Okay, so first of all, I should have put this number up here. 7.22 times 10 to the 23 atoms or particles. And again, what are we going to divide by? Well, we're going to divide by the mole number, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23. Remember, when you put this in your calculator, make sure that you put in parentheses. Right, so calculating this, put parentheses 7.22 second comma 23, and then close that parentheses, divided by, and then put another parentheses 6.02 second e 23, close the parentheses. Okay, when you do this, you get 1.19933. They just round it off to one decimal point. It would just be 1.2 moles. Okay, that's what you should have done for that. Okay, if you want to go back and listen to me how I put it in the calculator, go ahead and do that. But this makes sense. That mole number makes sense. Okay. So now you can try it on your own. Okay, you want to go back and make sure that you have that in your calculator, go ahead and do that.